Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fun. We are demystifying an incredibly versatile little word that is, honestly, the ultimate Swiss Army knife of the English language. I'm talking about the word get. It's only 3 letters, right? But it packs a massive punch, and native speakers literally use it constantly in place of dozens of other clunkier words. To make this super easy to digest, we're chunking these 17 uses into 4 clear categories. We'll look at the core meanings, grammar and state changes, some really colorful idioms, and finally, phrasal verbs. Oh, and stick around because we're capping it all off with a rapid-fire quiz to prove you finally get it. Let's jump right in. Section 1. The core meanings of get. So native speakers absolutely love efficiency. And because of that, they'll constantly swap out formal, rigid verbs for get just to make everyday conversation flow better. Think about it. Instead of sounding like a robot and saying, I possess a great idea, you just say, I've got a great idea. Boom, so much smoother. Same goes for receiving. It's, I got lots of presents. It covers buying, like I get presents from Amazon. It even effortlessly replaces arriving, obtaining, and bringing. Like, hey, can you get me the scissors? Let's move along and see how this builds, because the core actions just keep coming. Instead of comprehending something, you just say, I didn't get the joke. For earning, she gets a higher salary. You can even see how it replaces taking transportation, like get the bus, or catching something. Seriously, imagine telling your boss, I became infected with the flu. No way, right? It sounds like you're reading a medical textbook. I got the flu is just 100 times more natural.
Section 2. Grammar and state changes.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we shift gears from simple replacement words to using get to show a dynamic shift in reality. Take a look at this. On one side, we have a fixed state of being. It is dark, or a house is expensive. Static, right? But on the other side, watch what happens when we pair get with an adjective or a comparative. It's getting dark. Houses are getting more expensive. It instantly shows that transition. You aren't just stuck in a static state anymore. The state is actively changing, like growing taller or the housing market getting more and more expensive.
We can also do this cool trick where we pair get with a past participle. This brilliantly replaces the verb to be for passive actions. So instead of the rather formal, my camera was stolen, you just say, my camera got stolen, or they got married in 1973. Now, looking over at the other side, get steps in to replace the word have when you're paying or arranging for someone else to do a service for you. So it becomes, I got my hair cut, or we need to get the roof fixed.
Section 3. Colorful idioms and expressions.
Okay, there are literally hundreds of idioms using this word, but we're going to focus on some absolute favorites derived from our source material. Getting a foot in the door means you're getting your very first opportunity to work somewhere. Trying to get a word in edgewise means you're just looking for a tiny chance to speak in a crowded conversation. If you're in a terrible mood, well, maybe you got up on the wrong side of bed. And here's a great one. Get real. This simply means to act realistically, like telling a friend to get real about buying a massive mansion on a totally average salary. If someone is annoying you, they get on your nerves. And conversely, if you really enjoy something, you get a kick out of it. Now, do you notice the common theme with these phrases? They all mean to begin a process. Get busy, get going, get moving, get started, get to work, get a move on. They all inject this great burst of energy into the conversation. It's just like a teacher standing at the front of a noisy classroom telling everyone it's time to get down to business. Section 4. Phrasal verbs unlocked. I know. Phrasal verbs can be notoriously tricky for learners, but honestly, we can easily break down the 2 main structural formulas. Formula number 1 is super simple. Get plus a single preposition. Watch how the meaning completely changes based on that one little word. To get up means to physically rise from bed. To get on means to enter public transport, like getting on a bus at 7 a.m. But wait, if you change the preposition to in, as in get in, you're suddenly talking about receiving a spot, like hoping you get into a university like Texas A&M. And if you get together, well, that just means you're meeting up or maybe even starting to date someone. Then we have formula number 2, which involves adding a second preposition, and guess what? That changes the meaning entirely all over again. Get along with means having a really good relationship. Get away with means you did something bad but didn't get punished. Get out of is avoiding a chore or task. And get rid of means to eliminate something entirely, like finally getting rid of those old socks with the huge holes in them. As our source material points out, there are hundreds of these, but hey, we'll leave the rest for another day. Section 5. Time for a quiz. All right, let's see if you truly grasp these concepts with a direct, interactive quiz based on real sentences. Here is your very first challenge. I didn't get what he said. Did you? Which meaning of get is being used here? Take a quick guess. The answer is understand. This goes right back to our very first category of core meanings. Just like a language barrier might stop someone from getting a joke, here they simply didn't comprehend what was spoken. Easy enough, right?
Let's try challenge number 2. Can you turn on the light, please? It's getting dark. Think back to our grammar section. Which rule is this one testing?
So, the crucial point here is that this is get plus an adjective to mean become. It represents a changing state. The room isn't just dark, it is actively in the process of becoming dark.
Okay, time to throw a curveball at you. Look at this sentence. My son always tries to get out of doing the dishes. Tell me, is get out of an idiom, or is it one of the tricky phrasal verbs we just covered?
If you said phrasal verb, you are absolutely right. It's that double preposition structure, get plus out plus of, and it means to creatively avoid a task you really don't want to do.
All right, we've got one final rapid-fire test sentence for you. If you don't get your act together, you won't graduate. Which meaning is this?
Nailed it! It's a really colorful idiom that means to organize yourself to perform better. Fantastic job spotting the underlying structure on that one.
Look at what we've accomplished today. You've just mastered 17 different ways to use a single 3-letter word. It's a true testament to how insanely flexible English can be. I'll leave you with this final, slightly provocative thought. You've seen the idioms, you've seen the verbs, you've tackled the grammar. Do you finally get the picture? I genuinely hope you do, and I hope you feel super confident taking this knowledge right out into the real world. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.